Saturday night's fight between Sebastian Fundura and Brian Mendoza is going to bring these two combatants together for the WBC Interim Junior Middleweight title. It'll take place on Showtime. Let's talk about these fighters and what's at stake in this particular match. Premier Boxing Champions is bringing back championship caliber fights this Saturday, April 8th, 2023 on Showtime, no less. And the battle will be Sebastian Fundura taking on Brian Mendoza in a WBC title eliminator for the interim WBC Junior Middleweight title that has been awarded to Fundura. This is a chance for boxing fans to see another outing of the man that they call the Towering Inferno as he comes out to try to stake his claim on a championship opportunity at junior middleweight. We do know that the current undisputed champion, Jermell Charlo, has a death grip-like vice on the championship right now, but in the meantime, the rest of the division does have to face one another. So here we have these two gentlemen who are entering the ring in the prime of their careers. Fundura's 25, Mendoza's 29. Fundura's current record of 20-0 with 1 draw and 13 KOs is being pitted against Mendoza's 21-2 with 15 KOs. If you really want to think about it, between the two men, it is Mendoza who is the true puncher of the two. What Fundura has been able to enjoy, as his nickname mightily suggests, being the Towering Inferno, he has had a height and reach advantage over most of his opponents that some have found it very difficult to overcome. But his boxing skills and boxing ability isn't quite dictated yet. But with an undeniable height and reach advantage of 6'5.5" with an 80-inch reach, he has the ranginess of today's modern heavyweights. But at the division, junior middleweight, his power is not necessarily what you would think as far as being formidable. And that's where he also has some glitches in his matrix, because there are fighters out here who can fight within the range of what he brings to his matches, and there are fighters who can do it very well. Enter Brian Mendoza, a fighter who definitely has the ability to pull an upset here in this fight. This man is a veteran fighter, and he is agile and mobile, and he'll take risks. At 5'10" with a 70-inch reach, we know the disadvantages that he has, but the assets that he has makes a difference. Assessing those strengths of Mendoza, he has ring smarts, ring generalship. That will play in heavily to offset the strengths of Fundura. What we really need to see from Mendoza is for him to stay mentally sharp. In his fights against guys that he lost to, like Larry Gomez, and the unanimous decision loss to Jesus Ramos, he showed that he can have letdowns during the fight. He can't have that against this particular fighter, who is a bruising inside fighter. You would think that being as tall and rangy as he is, that Fundura would be an extreme, exact boxer from the outside. That is not his game. He likes to fight in close. And if you've seen him when he's not boxing, he wears glasses. I wouldn't be surprised if he's farsighted. But the thing about it is, he never operates behind a stiff jab. Even though he says time after time he's going to revert to doing that, he likes to mix it up. I think that is the nature of him as a person, and it shows through his boxing fighting style. But on the other hand, when you look at Mendoza, who has crafty, pretty darn good footwork, he can put himself in position to do things to get those power shots off and get out of the way. If he doesn't languish on the inside, he may be able to get a stoppage. But that was the problem that Lubin had when he fought Fundura. Once he realized how easy it was to hit him on the inside, he stayed in too long. But I don't think that a fighter like Brian Mendoza would fall for that, because he does like to get his power shots off, but he knows how to do what the old trainers referred to as walk away. When you're able to get your shots off in sets of combinations, you can walk away, turn the opponent, keep his feet moving. Those are the things that Sebastian Fundura would have trouble with. Not a guy who is going to just stay on the inside and try to battle him blow for blow. He refuses to use his attributes, and that is a glaring weakness. A fighter like Mendoza can pick that up and use it against him heavily. This is where veteran fighters show the cream of what they've come to do as professional fighters. I know that Fundura will not change from what he does and what he likes to do best until someone forces him to do it. And that'll come either by way of getting stopped, losing a unanimous decision, or being embarrassed. All of which can happen during this fight, because Mendoza is definitely the type of fighter who can do all of those things. His ring IQ is savvy, and he has those type of strengths that will put him in that type of position. I could very well see Mendoza popping shots off on Fundura to get him to open up, nail him a shot, and move, step out of there. I could see him turning him, keeping his feet twisted around, and not allowing Fundura to get that solid foundation of being on balance so he can get his power shots off on the inside. But conditioning is going to be premium here for Mendoza to be able to execute such a game plan. Will he do those things? Will he be disciplined enough? It is a thing that is going to come down to these two men making a decision within this fight to do what is in their best interest. And that is that the fighter who imposes their style, whether it's inside for one or outside for the other, will determine the winner here. It's not about nuts and guts, it's about what they do. Which brings me to the impasse that these fighters are going to have to decide what they want to do. I believe one will impose over the other, but it is not clear cut who that might be. If you put the judges in mind, factor in that they would want to market Fundura for whatever their personal reasons are, which is why he has the WBC Interim title already. But he's average. He's just a very tall fighter in a division where the other men have to deal with those attributes. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this fight going in. Who do you think is going to come out and prevail on top? And we'll see. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.